Let's have an honest conversation. One of the questions that I get all the time is, can I become a SOC analyst without an IT degree? And I get why people ask that. Maybe you're changing careers, maybe you're not in the financial position to attend another university program, or maybe you're just tired of seeing job posts that say, hey, bachelor's in computer science is required. The short answer? Yeah, it is possible. In fact, one of my students successfully transitioned from retail over to cybersecurity as a SOC analyst, holding a marketing degree. And I also interviewed him, which I'll leave a link down below if you are interested. But I do want to go a little bit deeper than just saying, yes, it's possible. I want to walk through what it's actually going to look like, what's expected of you if you are going that route, and how to give yourself the best shot. Because no related degree means that you'll need to show up in other ways, and that is doable. But before we begin, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, hello, my name is Steven, and I've been working in cybersecurity for almost a decade, mainly within the security operations domain. On this channel, you will find videos on career guidance, lab walkthroughs, and SOC related projects that you can tackle and put onto your portfolio. First, let's talk about why job descriptions even include degree requirements. Now, most of the time, it's not because the hiring manager is obsessed with formal education. It's usually boilerplate language, reused across postings. Now, there are some exceptions, of course, but in a lot of cases, those requirements become flexible when a candidate shows up with the right mindset, the right skills, and some kind of proof that they've actually put in the work. What matters more here is whether or not you can do the job. For example, as a SOC analyst, can you work the alert and actually explain what happened? If the answer is yes, then a degree becomes a lot less important in practice. So, how do you show that you're ready even without that IT degree on your resume? It all starts with building up proof, and that could look like alert walkthroughs, mini case studies, screenshots from labs that you've done, and notes on how you approached certain investigations. So, if you've worked with tools like Microsoft Sentinel, Defender, Splunk, Wireshark, great. Even better if you documented how you use them to triage or investigate something. You'll want to show that you've gone beyond watching content and into actual application. That is the gap that most people miss, and that's what hiring managers are quietly evaluating, even if they don't say it directly. Now, beyond the technical skills, something else that really matters is communication. You see, SOC analysts aren't just investigators. In fact, they are also communicators as well. You'll be asked to document what you saw, what you did, and why it matters. And that is true whether you're reporting on an actual incident or just closing out a low severity alert. So if you're learning at home right now, get into the habit of documenting everything. Write a short summary after each lab, project, or walkthrough, even if it's just a Google Doc. Practice explaining your thought process and your reasoning, because that habit alone will build your ability to think clearly and speak confidently, which are two things that stand out when it's time to interview. Now, there is something else that often gets overlooked, and that is working with others. You see, a lot of self-taught learners focus entirely on individual knowledge, and that is okay, don't get me wrong. But know that SOC work is also collaborative. You'll be expected to ask for help, hand off escalations, take feedback, and work through alerts as a team. So if you're going the no degree route, I would highly recommend to find a way to simulate that environment early. Join a community, participate in a Slack or Discord, share your work, and ask for feedback. That doesn't just help you grow faster, but it also prepares you for the actual workflows that you'll experience on the job. I also want to touch on certifications for a second. No, you don't need a cert to get started. But if you are skipping the degree, having a foundational certification like CompTIA Security Plus or Microsoft SC200 or even BTL1, just to name a few, can help fill in some gaps, especially during resume screening. Just don't rely on it as the main selling point. If you can talk through a phishing investigation or explain how you triaged a suspicious login, for example, that is what really matters. The cert may help you get the interview, but the way you think and communicate is what will help get you past it. So yes, you can become a SOC analyst without an IT degree, and Florentine, who again was one of my students, proved that. but it's going to take structure, consistency, patience, and intentional practice. Not guessing your way through blog posts or Reddit threads, not jumping from one random tool to another. You need a way to build up real experience step by step and track your growth. And you can do this in a couple ways. There are many free resources here on YouTube, or if you want a done for you solution, then I would recommend you check out the MyDFIR SOC Community, where I've built a full ecosystem to help you develop actual analyst skills. You'll follow a structured 90-day SOC Accelerator program with daily lessons designed to walk you through alert triage, investigations, documentation, and everything else that you would do in a real SOC. We run monthly Capture the Flag events, so you can immediately apply what you just learned. We also offer resume and project feedback and provide ongoing mentorship so you are never figuring things out alone. You'll also get access to the SOC Simulator, which is an environment that allows you to obtain experience using enterprise tools like Microsoft Sentinel, Defender XDR, and Splunk. And you'll also work on real alerts and experience what SOC workflows actually look like in practice. I'm pretty much putting you in the shoes as a SOC analyst without the stress of meeting service level agreements. So if you do want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description down below, or you can head over to school.com/mydfir. That is it for the video, and I hope that you found that informative. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe if you want to. Remember to stay curious and do things differently.